Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? It's a bit of a grow takeover here. You probably know myself. My name is Simon Clements, and I just wanted to do a live video today. And obviously, with Grow Live coming up this week, I thought it'd be a great time to put out a live video just to talk about some of the amazing people that are going to be speaking at the event, and the value it's going to bring to many. Now, I could have talked about it on my own for quite a while because it's something I'm really passionate about, but I thought, why not bring in the main man? Not only is he an all-round great guy, but he's done fantastic pulling this all together. So I'd just like to introduce the one and only Gary Jones. How are we doing, Gary?
I'm good. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. So yeah, Grow Live. It's 2 days away, which is scary. I remember when we first spoke about it, it seemed like it was a good while away.
I think we first started speaking about it probably about March, April time.
Yeah.
Actually, February, March time. It was around that kind of time. So yeah, it seems like a different world, different life away.
Absolutely, but I say it is a couple of days. I know I'm certainly buzzing for it, and from when we spoke before this video, I know you are too. So I thought it should be just a nice opportunity for you to kind of, well, both of us really, but obviously it's your baby. So what's the vision behind the Grow Live show?
So the vision behind it is quite simple. For the last 18 months or so, I've been interviewing loads of really cool people on my podcast called The Grow Show. We're on episode 60 at this present time. And during that time, I've spoken and interviewed people in all areas of life, all different experiences. They've been through different journeys in different industries. And I wanted a place, a kind of safe haven where we can bring them all together. I'm a full believer that collaboration is key in everything that we do. And Grow Live is kind of born out of the podcast, The Grow Show. So to get onto the kind of speaking roster for Grow Live, you need to be on the podcast because that's part of it. That's part of the journey. Yeah. And what's really cool about it is when I asked everybody about it back in February time, just before the world went crazy, everybody said yes. Everybody was open and kind of really up for it. And we decided to do a 2-day event this year. But in all honesty, it could have been a 4 or 5 day event with the amount of people who said yes. And the quality of the speakers just blow my mind. Honestly, blow my mind. I'm sure we'll go into that in a bit. So the vision is literally a place for the speakers to showcase their experiences and their skills. As a participant, you are surrounded by experts in your field, in their field. That's kind of there to give you pure value and content that's going to help you grow yourself, to grow your skills. It's going to help you grow your business. It's going to help you grow your community. It's unbelievable, and it's happening in 2 days' time. It's great.
I know, right? And a couple of things you spoke about there. I mean, obviously, when everyone said yes, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I can certainly speak for myself. It was an absolute honour to be asked on the podcast in the first place, but to do this as well is just. And be surrounded by so many other great people. That's in the same good company. I
just want to throw some cow out. The branding that you can see on screen at the moment. So with the Grow Live logo, all of this kind of stuff here, all around. That's all down to you, Simon. Yeah, you are the brainchild of the branding. When I started talking to you about Grow back in December last year, I already decided at that point that you were the person to rebrand when the time was needed because you got it. We were both on the same wavelength. So all the graphics you can see with the logos, that's down the bottom, just there. That's all you. And what you've done for 2021 for the next event is kick-ass as well. But what you've done is great. So I would say the strong visual image. Is so important, and you've been critical in that,
and that does kind of lead on to what I will be presenting at the
exactly
at Friday morning at 9:30. Obviously, I will speak about the other speakers. I didn't want to just come on here and speak about me, but I'll be talking about leveling up your visual presence and how important it is, and just some tips and tricks that you can either do yourself if you're using, things like Canva. It's not teaching you how to use Canva, but it's using you some rules and techniques that for consideration when you're creating things. But also, if you are going to reach out and work with a creative, just some things to have in mind that you can get the best experience, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 9:30 Friday, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, when you said performing, the caliber of people that are speaking is
It's unbelievable.
I mean, I've got I have brought up the let's just have a quick look. There we go. There's the PDF.
Brilliant. Yay. Cool. Okay.
A list of people. I mean, obviously, we haven't got time to go through every single person on here, but I mean, just to pick out a few. I mean, obviously, it's opening up with Jay Unwin, who's a fantastic guy, health and well-being, and that's an amazing one to kick off with.
Well, to be fair, when I was kind of figuring out the order, I wanted to start it with a live interview because that's what the Grow Show is. The Grow Show podcast is me interviewing different people. So why would Grow Live be any different? It's keeping to the roots. So with Jay,
roots and grow.
That's it. But Jay and me are on the same wavelength again on so many different points. And he's great. And then he's going to be followed by the one and only Brad Burton, which to get the UK's #1 motivational business speaker.
I mean, I don't think you could get to see Brad Burton speak for 25 quid on his own. You can't.
It's crazy. It is.
Yeah. So with the amount of people on there, that's just day one.
Well, that's only two of the whole list. Then you've got people talking. Basically, the 2 days are split into Q&A sessions where the participants, the people who are in the Zoom call, because it's all done via Zoom, so you can literally be sitting there in your comfies at home watching this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the participants will be able to ask questions and answers. And hey, if you've got any questions you want to ask for the people beforehand, send them through. But yeah, on that Thursday, we've got Alison Me doing a bookkeeping tips Q&A. She's my accountant. She's the person who I go to for my bookkeeping. Can you see there's a kind of a theme there? You do my branding. She does my bookkeeping, getting them all together.
It's that trust issue, though, isn't it? It's someone you've worked with firsthand and trust. You haven't just picked someone out of the air. You've got first-hand experience of working with these people.
Exactly. We've got Dan Sadler following that and Charlotte Cooper. Dan's going to be talking about leadership and health and biohacking, so getting the most out of your body. Charlotte's going to be talking about dance and movement.
They link together, I suppose, the kind of health and well-being side of things.
Damn straight. We're going to break away for a mystery session, which actually now is lunch. We're going to take a lunch break because by that time we would have seen 4 or 5 different speakers. Yeah. Let's take a break, relax, go outside, enjoy nature, and then come back again.
Yeah. Just to process everything.
That's it. It's a change of scenery. Then we've got Emma Watson, Duncan Price. Emma's going to be talking about Trello, so the organisation planning productive tool, really cool. Duncan, he's Duncan. People who know Duncan knows that he can talk. So
he can.
And hours going to go really quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
It is. Got Kimber Cooper talking about Instagram. We've got Rob Lee talking about fitness and lockdown and how you can get back in shape. You've got brand building with Rick. You've got Emma Louise doing a workshop all about digital habits and getting basically how stress kills creativity.
Absolutely.
That I'm looking forward to. That is going to be amazing. Again, you can't see Emma for 25 quid somewhere.
No.
The quality of speakers.
As well. Some of that topical, most of us being stuck behind home office desks. These kind of things are things that people can apply immediately.
That's it. And then to finish off day one, we've got Matthew Ruddle doing a live interview, and what he doesn't know about sales funnels, about kind of marketing campaigns, is nobody's business. So that's just day one. Yeah.
Oh, someone familiar on Friday.
Opening the show, dude. Open show. So can I just give a quick shout out at this point to my 2 hosts? I'm not going to be hosting the actual event because I'm going to be doing all the nitty-gritty stuff in the background, keeping people to time and all that kind of stuff. So on Thursday, we've got the fantastic Wayne Trice being the host. So he is magician extraordinaire. I'll give him free rein to do whatever he wants during it, and as long as he keeps the time, it's there. And on Friday, it's going to be Duncan Price. So he's going to be speaking. On Thursday, Friday, he's going to be hosting.
Yeah. No, that's what you need. It's like having to compare a gig. It's holding it all together, and those 2 guys are just exactly made for that. So
that's it. Yeah. And they've been rocks before the event. I've been bouncing ideas off them. They've been kind of throwing ideas back at me. Top guys. And then talk about top guy, half night, it's you.
Well, can I just say as well that the whole both days have been planned so there's a mix of business and personal development.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I can't stress enough that the £25 ticket, even if you watch it back after, I mean, for all this, I mean, obviously I'll let you go through the names on here and what they're going to be covering, but there's some really top end experts here.
Yeah, there is. And, you know, we've got people who have published books. We've got people who regularly talk on big stages. And you're going to be able to get all of these videos and recordings from the sessions for 25 quid. It's mind blowing. It is mind blowing.
No brainer.
It is. Yeah, it is. So after you, we've got Stacey. So Stacey's going to be giving you loads of different social media prompts. So you're not going to be short of content for your social media. Teresa Brooks, I am really looking forward to this session because it's a Q&A all about sales. And what people don't know about Teresa Brooks is, as well as being the editor and founder of Coach Magazine, she's got 30 plus years of sales experience leading different task force and workforces across the globe.
Been there and done it then.
Oh, she's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. She's kicked my ass about Grow Live tickets. She is great. Absolutely great.
Talking about great, after lunch, got the one and only Cross Crossley. That must have been a scoop to get Cross.
Again, you know when... Yeah, it is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I was chuffed when he came to me at the start of lockdown asking to do a podcast because people needed it, and I completely agreed. Yeah. And when I approached him to do this, it was brilliant. So yeah, at 12 o'clock, keynote, Cross Crossley talking about mindset, science of success, which again, I don't know anywhere where you can see this type of content from Cross for less than 99 quid, because that's how much his workshops is.
Yeah.
Well, workshop hour.
And just that's a whole hour of Cross. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then straight after that, you've got the wonderful Keith.
Number one fear strategist of the
Absolutely.
UK. Yeah, it's again, this is why the lineup is brilliant. So we've only covered half a day, and so far we've transformed your fears. We've given you the science of success. We've given you loads of social media prompts. We've taught you how to sell. You've taught people how to kind of do tips and tricks on Canva, which, by the way, nearly all the graphics that you see, apart from Simon's logos, I've done on Canva. So Canva rocks, even down to the profile pictures that I've sent to people, done on Canva. So can't underestimate that tool enough.
Even as a graphic designer, I do say to people, you know, it's always best to have something out there than nothing. And Canva's a great tool, whether it's budget, whether it's time, you know. But if you just need to do it yourself and just knock out a graphic, it's fantastic for that.
That's really it. I had the mad idea of designing little profile pictures for everybody, little frames that they could put their profile picture in. Threw it. I did one for me, made sure it fitted. It did. Then I just threw it out to, you know, half a dozen people. Yeah. Again, all said yes straight away. Because, wow, it was push. Exactly. And then after lunch, we've got Cross, Keith, Stephen Wesley. He is going to be talking about digital marketing, ads, and what he doesn't know about ads isn't worth knowing.
Yeah.
We're taking a little bit of a detour at that point by going a bit more business related, really knitting down into bid and bid writing. So at the moment, there's loads of people going through contracts, going through renewing their contracts, going for bids, going for 10 years and all that kind of stuff with councils and properties and loads of different places. Alison Reeves basically talks about this in plain English. I don't do her justice. So Alison Reeves is the bid writer. She's good. She's great. Then we've got Fergus Patterson talking all about podcasting. So me and Fergus are going to riff about podcasting and give loads of hints and tips about how to get into podcasts, how to maximize your own, and kind of tips about really getting into it, really. It's going to be really cool. And then this is a strong finish. And I say that even because the rest of the day and the previous day is strong. But half three, Chris Dawes. We have Chris Dawes. He was one of my standout favourite interviewees from the Growth Show. He's fantastic.
Chris. Need the opportunity to listen to Chris. And it's a Q&A as well, I believe.
Sorry?
It's a Q&A, I believe, as well with Chris.
Q&A. So we're going to be talking about websites. We're going to be talking probably about design and branding. We're going to be talking about probably Star Wars. That might be thrown in at some point.
Why not?
As well as mindset, which is going to be fantastic.
You're going to need longer than half an hour with Chris.
Well, this is why we've got 2021 already planned in.
Absolutely.
And then we've got Chris Ramsbottom, all about starting a business in your 50s, which again, really important right at this moment in time with people starting businesses. Daniel Brown talking about self-care for business owners. And to close the Grow Show, Paul Newton. Now, have you seen Paul Newton speak?
I have, yes. Yeah.
One word to describe Paul.
Mesmerizing, I would say.
I'd say mental. I'd say brilliant. I'd say remember all of those. Again, he was one. He was the first person I put down on the schedule in the right place, and his place never changed. He was always going to close the show. Always going to close the show. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
The fact you had that in your mind. The fact you had that in your mind already is you just know you trust your gut, don't you? And it's obviously the right thing to do.
I would love to say that it took me days on end to decide on the schedule, but it didn't. It naturally fell like that. I looked at it twice. I made the decision. I made it. I think on a Wednesday. By the Thursday, I revisited, tweaked a little bit. On Friday, I made a decision. It was done. So it was quite a simple decision in the end.
I imagine that obviously pulling us all together, obviously because you do trust and you've worked with everyone on the bill, that as they said yes, you kind of thought, oh, they'd be good there, or they'd work there, or they'd fit. And it's a balance across both days. And the fact, and like I said, for the money, that if you think you're going to get sales, social media, looking after yourself as a business person, you can have people who have been on stages and spoken in front of a lot of people. It's just, you can't describe how much value, you'll need a notebook and pencil.
Oh, I'm fully expecting people to walk away from the 2 days with their mind blown. And they might need a weekend to calm down. And then on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, the following week, I would recommend everybody to go back and look at the recordings.
But the beauty of having that, the beauty of having that recording, and obviously no one would want to do this, but if there was a certain speaker that resonated with where you are and where you want to get to at this minute in time, you can jump straight to that person and just watch that, and then, as you need to.
That's the whole point of it. And the beauty is with the recordings as well. And this is what I don't think people understand about the platform that Grow Live has. The recordings are going to be there until the next event in 2021. So it's not going anywhere. So those speakers are going to have coverage on the Grow Live kind of part all the way through till next event. And it also means that someone could pick up your talk in December, January, February time next year.
You don't know who's watching either.
Then, exactly. And then contact you and say, do you know what? I saw your talk in Grow Live. Do you know what? I kind of need a hand. And that, again, that's for me, again, is a bit mind blowing that you could have that kind of coverage.
Yeah, it's about having that team in place, isn't it? And this is a certain opportunity to introduce these to some people. Obviously, some people you already know, some people you won't have heard of, or you won't have heard speak. So yeah, there's definitely something for everyone. We'll just wrap this up. If you could just tell everyone how they can get tickets. It is on the bottom of the website, the bottom of the screen here. But if you just want to go over that and the price as well, because I can't quite believe it.
So first of all, the price is 25 quid. Let's not make any bones about it. It's dirt cheap. But not in terms of cheap as in it's going to fall apart within 2 seconds. It's going to give massive value to you and your business and your community. So £25, and you can get that by going to Grow Marketing Media /Grow Live, which I know there's a link somewhere around, and it's going down the bottom. Just there. Actually, it is literally just.
It is just there, yeah, right underneath.
It is. So just there. I'll post a link in the comments as well, just to make it dead simple for you. Use the promo code GUEST. So GUEST, guest, the capital G. That gives you 25 quid. And do you know what? I would say jump on the actual event. If you can make it to any sessions live, you're going to get more benefits than watching the catch up, because you'll be able to get involved with the topics and questions, and you'll be absorbed into the atmosphere of the event.
I think that's it. Seeing it live is obviously, it's cool watching it back. Because not everyone's going to be able to catch it live or sit through 2 full days. But at the same time, if you can, even if you just grab the ones that, like I said, resonate with you directly straight away, just do it, because you know you have the opportunity to ask questions. You know, I can't say anymore. It's just need to jump on it. It's going to be amazing.
And if you know someone who wants to join, but is, do you know what stuff? If it's a charity or they're unemployed or anything like that, pass details on to me and I'll give them a free place. You know, I just want to, with Grow Live, I feel I've got all this network, I've got all this knowledge that I've got into one place. Let's just share it. Yeah, let's just share it.
Man. You're a good man. I think that's another thing with a lot of the speakers, probably more, all of the speakers from my experience, they just want to help people.
Yeah.
And that's what it all comes down to. So I think that's a great place to finish on, really. So that link's there. If you put the link in the comments as well, I'm sure if anyone's got any questions about the event, they can drop you a message. And yeah, thank you for watching today, and looking forward to it. Thanks, Gary.
Cheers, Simon. Take care.